Good Thursday, everyone. Thanks for stopping by Garden State Weather and GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, providing superior forecasting for the northern mid-Atlantic region 24 hours a day. I'm forecaster Robert Smith with the video forecast discussion for this Thursday. It's a beautiful one, too, the 10th of April, 2014. Morning surface map across the New Jersey, New York City, Philadelphia metropolitan area this morning shows absolutely bright blue sky. Clear skies across the region, temperatures rising from the upper 20s over interior portions of northwestern New Jersey, the hillier spots of the Poconos, and also portions of the lower Hudson Valley into interior Connecticut. Temperatures warming now to near 40 or so around the Newark, New York City vicinity and out on Long Island, where temperatures are still rising from the upper 20s into the mid 30s. Temperatures also in the upper 20s to middle 30s this morning under that clear sky. As the sun begins to come up, these temperatures are going to rise rapidly this morning, and our winds are all turning around to the south. They're light and calm right now. They'll be coming increasingly more south to southwesterly throughout the day as temperatures rise steadily inland away from the I-95 corridor into the 60s. And a cooler onshore flow is going to develop around the barrier islands again. And this is a coastal front, or as we say, basically a cold difference between the air mass inland warming and the cool ocean waters in the 40s will cause this sea breeze front to develop and move inland during this afternoon, keeping these areas right along the immediate coast from Belmar down through Wildwood on the chillier side, but nevertheless a bright blue sky during today. Morning visible image of the satellite this morning as it passes overhead shows clear skies throughout the New Jersey, New York City, northern mid-Atlantic region this morning. Latest water vapor content also showing plenty of dry air in the mid and upper levels of the atmosphere. There is a return of more moisture out to the west, and that will be increasing in our flow during the next 24 hours, but temperatures are going to be on the mild side away from the coastal waters this afternoon. And there's really nothing going on the radar as expected with high pressure overhead. Morning surface analysis from WeatherRoanoke.com and digital atmosphere software shows the southwesterly winds already increasing on the backside of high pressure now off the mid-Atlantic coast states, and this return flow will increase our temperatures on the very mild side today with increasing warm air advection ahead of this warm front out to the west. Today is going to be an absolutely beautiful day, most of tonight and Friday too, and rain chances will increase as this cold front approaches the region during Friday afternoon and Friday evening. For the aviational weather deck today, we have bright blue skies, calm conditions, VFR conditions outside of Newark this morning. It's 41 degrees, dew point 21, humidity 45%, and the wind is light out of the southwest at about 6 knots. Visibility better than 10 miles, just a few clouds, but mostly clear skies across the region this morning. Scattered clouds across the region, a few scattered clouds at 25,000 feet with the jet max increasing from the southwest during late this afternoon and this evening. Otherwise, just a few cumulus clouds across the region. Southerly winds going to increase as the pressure gradient here. We've got temperatures inland in the 60s and temperatures along the immediate coastal waters running outside the coastal waters into the 40s. So that's going to create a sea breeze effect here. Winds gusting out of the south at 14 gust up to 21 knots. Could be a little bit of low-level wind shear during late this afternoon and tonight. Southwesterly winds, scattered clouds, and broken ceilings at 25,000. And tomorrow morning, after midnight tonight, the skies become a little bit more overcast at 25,000 feet. Still scattered clouds in the middle layers of the atmosphere. Southwest winds at 10 knots. VFR conditions. Tomorrow morning, basically the same thing. A few scattered clouds at 18,000. Overcast at 15,000. Visibility is better than 10 miles. The wind shifting around to the southwest and increasing to about 10 knots. VFR conditions. Outside of Philadelphia this morning, same thing, 40 degrees, dew point 27, humidity 59%. The weather is fair. A few scattered clouds across the region this afternoon. Southwesterly winds increasing to 12 to 20 knots in the gust this afternoon. A few scattered clouds, maybe a little bit of low-level wind shear on some of the terminals late this afternoon and this evening as a tongue of that low-level jet gets in the vicinity of the Newark to Philadelphia corridor late tonight into early tomorrow morning. Warm air advection moving in. And southerly winds tomorrow, basically VFR conditions, a few scattered clouds at 25,000 feet, and then winds veering around to the southwest and increase late tonight into early tomorrow morning as that low-level jet gets going. Could be a little gusty in spots at 20 to 25 knots, gust up to 40 knots. Basically outside of that, just southwesterly winds at 10 to 15 knots, broken ceilings at 25,000 feet. And then early tomorrow morning, some broken ceilings at 25,000 feet, southwesterly winds at about 10 knots, visibilities about 10 miles, basically VFR conditions over the next 24 hours. Watches, warnings, and advisories. We have small craft advisories until 6 o'clock On Friday evening, this would be from late tonight through 6 p.m. tomorrow night on the oceanfront waters from Sandy Hook, New Jersey down to Cape May and also down to Rehoboth Beach area, the southern portions of Delamar, excluding the back bays here, and also into the New York Harbor, the South Shore and east ends of Long Island, again until 6 o'clock on Friday, and also the North Shore of Long Island Sound and also the South Shore of southern Connecticut until 11 p.m. tonight. And these are going to be for some choppy seas and gusty south to southwesterly winds. Could be a little bit of low-level wind shear here right across the coastal waters late tonight, early tomorrow morning as the low-level jet moves through the region. And choppy seas with a strong south to southwesterly swell across the coastal waters this afternoon, tonight, and tomorrow. Simulated forecast radar, reflectivity, and cloud product from the NAM 4-kilometer model off the Penn State eWall site. This is a nice picture to look at. Really nothing going on here until the cold front approaches during the day on Friday with high and mid-level clouds spilling in over the top of the ridge here. On Friday morning, this would be after midnight tonight, the clouds begin to increase. There could be some broken showers across the region, well to the north and west of the region, getting maybe into the Poconos, right over into Port Jervis, New York tomorrow morning. Basically scattered clouds, so lots of southwesterly flow. And by tomorrow night into Friday evening, which would be mostly tomorrow night, obviously, and into Saturday morning, could find a little period of rain moving through as the front begins to stall, and then eventually a wave develops on it, moves through the region on Saturday morning. And then the rain gets out of here, broken ceilings, scattered clouds on Saturday, southwesterly flow, and temperatures rise respondently. For the next couple of days, we're going to find warm temperatures, where temperatures inland are going to get into the 60s today, probably close to 70 from Trenton south to Philadelphia tomorrow. But right along the immediate coast, where onshore winds develop in the afternoon, that will develop a sea breeze front. The sea breeze front will then penetrate inland past the I-95 corridor, cool off the air mass right along the immediate coast because water temperatures are actually in the 40s. Inland temperatures on the southwesterly downsloping flow will be in the 60s and 70s, and that will create a thermal gradient. Winds a little choppy along the immediate coast, and also temperatures cooling in the afternoon, and then return back to basically the stable levels of the inland locations during the nighttime hours. GFS forecast maps into motion. High pressure over the region today. Southwesterly winds pumping in the milder air. You can see our frontal system approaching during the day on Friday. Kind of stalling out, washing out a little bit as it makes its way into the region on Friday morning. A few spokes of light rain showers weakening as they move into the region. Then a little wave of low pressure develops on the front, moves through during the morning hours on Saturday morning. Maybe a little bit of light rain in some areas, central and coastal regions during Saturday morning, late Friday night, early Saturday morning. That gets out of here. More high pressure builds in across the region. Mild temperatures. Look at these heights at 570, 558 here. Those are thickness lines here. Southwesterly flow continues in the mid and upper levels of the atmosphere. Mild conditions over the weekend. Generally dry too. Scattered clouds, temperatures 60s and 70s away from the water. During the afternoon, that will be cooled by sea breezes that develop where the ocean water temperatures again are in the 40s. This is, after all, April, folks. In inland locations, very pleasant conditions indeed. Finally, again, another mean trough developing in the means from the Great Lakes to the south. Low pressure developing in the central and southern plains. And the wind flow is parallel at all levels from the southwest to north across this flow here from basically Canada to the Gulf. So what we're going to find is a slow-moving frontal system and trough access with spokes of rain. Cold front probably approaching during the day on Tuesday. That means an increase of moisture, winds at all levels, pumping in moisture from the Gulf of Mexico and from off the ocean. We could have moderate plumes of rain around here during the afternoon on Tuesday, beginning late Monday night into early Tuesday. Tuesday could be a wet day, but things are progressive. The atmosphere dries out, and later next week, more high pressure is in control with seasonable mild temperatures across the region. And then we again await for another disturbance and trough to begin to interact with the northern and subtropical jet stream branches here over the Midwest. Late next weekend, we can see the return flow from the Gulf here developing, and by the time we get to the later part of next week, the trough axis is beginning to build, but dry weather continues for our region into the early part of the weekend, and then eventually later next weekend we could find more rain developing again across the region, but this might be very late in the forecast period. So once again, get out there and enjoy this fine weather. It's going to be a beautiful weekend coming up after some light rain Friday night and Saturday morning, and then a big chance of rain increasing for later Monday night, and especially during the day on Tuesday. But right now, we'll just get with the mild temperatures and also the nice weather outside for the next couple of days. For Garden State Weather and GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, I'm forecaster Robert Smith. Don't forget, live feeds always available on both websites, along with Facebook and Twitter. We'll be back on Friday morning with your weekend forecast for Garden State Weather and GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com. I'm forecaster Robert Smith. You make it a great and fantastic Thursday afternoon.